Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group, Chapter 1. We are a group of vendors in the restaurant industry who are here to help each other's business and to help restaurateurs. If they have a question, a concern, or a problem, we're here to help you with that. If you'd like to get in touch with us, give us a call at 561-620-8888 or visit our website at trnusa.com. We have several new people on board today, and I'd like to introduce them and have them tell us who they are, what they do, where they're located, and how we can reach you. And don't worry about getting it all in now, because I'll circle back at the end of our intros to give you an opportunity to add to it. So we'll start off with, I want to mention next week, we have a cybersecurity specialist who is a associate of Darren Goals. And I thank you, Darren, for helping us with that. And I think that's going to be a very important meeting for all of us, and in particular, a couple of us, like the credit card processing and Rob Smith with the kiosks, and perhaps Sal as well. So we'll see. So I want to introduce Mike Sinatra, who's with Tidy Ice, and he's new with us today. So give us a quick intro.
Hi, good morning, everybody. So yeah, my name is Mike Sinatra. I'm the new business development here for Tidy Ice. We do commercial ice makers for restaurants, the construction industry, pretty much majority of the businesses that are in need of an ice maker. Been in business for about 3 to 5 years now, and owner of the company's been in business, doing this business for quite some time, 20 plus years experience. So yeah, so we're located in Boca Raton, but we do service the Tri-County area, Broward, Palm Beach, and Miami-Dade counties. We do, like I said, ice maker leases, we do the servicing, and we do the maintenance to keep the ice makers clean. So yeah, so just looking forward to, meeting everybody on here and networking and, getting our name out there. And
how can we reach you?
You can reach us by phone number 954-399-1895. You could also visit us on our website, www.tidyice.com. There's pages on there where you can go in and, create a service ticket for yourself and request service. Either myself or one of my associates here in the office would reach back out to you. If you need to leave an email, it would be service@tidyice.com.
Okay, great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Pam, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, tell us.
Did not mute it.
Tell us who you are, where you are, and all that good stuff.
So I'm Pamela Hewitt. I'm with Navitas Credit. I work with vendors, helping them set up profit centers to offer financing for their clients. Mr. Tidy Inc. I caught the end of it, so I didn't get your name necessarily, but we can help with that. We're full service, $800 million direct lender. I worked with them and brokered with them for many, many years. And I was out ill with long COVID for almost 2.5 years. So I decided maybe I'd shut my business and go get a salary. So I joined Navitas because I work with them, and we offer everything from working capital loans, equipment financing, software. We put vendor programs together so their clients can get monthly payments and the vendor can get paid up front. So all good stuff here to help you make more money.
If you could put your contact information in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not in the chat. I'm on the phone.
That's
but,
okay. Send me an email with all with the.
Because we're going to compile everybody's information because I want to reach out to the gentleman with Tidy Inc. as well.
Yeah. So
right.
So from my understanding, I believe we're already using Navitas.
Oh, you may be. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I'm almost positive we are. From what I've understood.
Well,
and
we was
you guys
used,
are a pretty great
yeah,
company.
go ahead.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's amazing. Yeah, so you do deal with them. I can look it up. I'm just not, I'm kind of traveling. I'm not in the system right now, but that's good to hear. So you already know we're great.
Correct. Yeah, I know we're definitely using you guys. I've been advised by,
Right.
management here in my office.
That's perfect. Thank you
Okay.
for that information.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Our other new member friend, Francisco, is, I guess he hasn't been able to get back on, but he's got a chocolate company here in South Florida from a product from Ecuador, and interesting. A lot of nice website and a lot of great information. So, Rochelle, welcome back.
You're muted.
All right. So we have a speaker from within the group today, and we'll get to that right now. It's Sal and Rochelle from Serv.Vi. And are you ready, Sal?
I am.
Okay. You need the share screen?
I do. Yeah.
And you've got it. So,
Okay, great. Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
yep.
Great. So we are Serv.Vi, and we make service faster for busy restaurants and bars. Let me see here. So the way that we do that is we have a beautiful QR menu that can also take the order and the payment, and get the ticket to the kitchen, either by a printer or working with KDS. And we also provide a level of control that our competitors don't offer for the front of house staff, so that there are no orders that they get from the dining or terrace or the walk-up counter. There's no orders that they get that they don't want to receive. And this allows restaurants who deploy a solution like this to save like 66% or like 2/3 on front of house wait staff, because now customers can see, at the table, view the menu, place their order themselves, pay themselves, and then the bar and the kitchen just get the order either printed or on screen, and you just bring the order to the table. Here's an example of what our menus can look like. Right now, we're working with small, locally owned restaurants, but we also work with restaurant chains, notably Chili's and Fuddruckers internationally. So in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, we have Fuddruckers and Chili's franchises who are using our QR menus there in Saudi Arabia and Dubai. And there's other countries nearby that we're expanding into. But you can see here that each column here is a different screenshot from the mobile menu. So the category, the first screen there on the far left from Fuddruckers is like the main screen. You have a big splash branded image, links to the categories. Then the next image is a category listing showing, again, some marketing graphics, and then going right into the menu items. We have allergens that appear clearly throughout the menu. The third one there, you see that charbroiled burger. We've got sizes built into the menu, so you see the small or large version and the price you're going to pay, and then all the options and upsell appear once you make your size selection. The Chili's menu is showing different styling, different colors, and so each category in a menu can be different colors. The items can be different styles, and we can support graphics that match the restaurant's brand. These are examples of the table toppers. So here you see the Chili's table topper on the far left there. And so that's a standard 4x6 plexi, but we've been innovating in this space. It's really important that restaurants have an efficient use of space. So we have created an even smaller, what you see here are 3D printed table topper stands that can go on smaller tables. And those triangular ones are built for outdoor. specifically for restaurant terraces, because this is where it's a huge need to get self-service at the terrace where the service is the worst. And those blocks are not too heavy, but they also just won't get blown over by the wind. So the interior ones are these smaller ones here. They don't take up much room on a small tabletop, but they stand up straight and they get the attention of the guest, and they understand that they need to order, and they understand they need to scan. We show the payment icon so they understand that they can pay without having to say the word pay. So we understand consumer user experience. So less reading, more doing, right? Here's an example of a busy terrace in Amsterdam. And I don't know if you can see, but the table toppers are on the tables, right? They're very natural in their environment. Customers understand them when they sit down. So you see the triangular table topper here, here's another one there. So we want it to fit in. We want it to be part of the aesthetic of the restaurant. We also want it to be engaging. Here's another restaurant. This is a Caribbean restaurant. Basically has no wait staff. People order and then they run the orders to the tables. And here's an example of their table topper. They wanted to use a plexi holder that they already had. So we just switched it out with our table toppers with the QR code. So we'll work with whatever the restaurant really wants to do. So who's this for? Again, this is for busy restaurants and bars. Could also be for restaurants and bars that are just having profit or margin issues. They're just having a hard time paying their staff, finding staff. So anyone with a staffing shortage for front of house casual dining. So we typically ask the question, do you get too busy? Do you have lines at a pickup counter? Do you have outdoor seating? Do you have multiple dining areas? It could be a dining area, like we were at a restaurant last night, and it was just like there's like a divider running down, part of the where the booths are, and there's like a half wall. But if you're seated, the staff can't see you. So anything that's obstructing vision, where staff really have no idea if the guests are like sending any kind of cues, like I would like a refill, I would like to order more. So this is where we get into multiple dining areas. And outdoor seating is, again, this where it's a longer walk to get to those areas, and it's harder to get those visual cues. And of course, do you have staffing issues? So this has been an issue well before COVID. We started in 2016. And even back then, like, the largest thing that irritated guests about dining out was service. And so we've been, trying to solve the service challenge, since then, and COVID has only kind of, changed the game even more. People are more used to, using their phones at a restaurant and having a QR menu, and, just using their phones for service in general. So, we feel like now is the time for restaurants to take a look at this and to really, engage it. So one of the things that we want to bring across is that we don't ask a restaurant to only use self-service, even though that one small restaurant I showed did. The terrace does not. The terrace will take orders, but they, customers, the table toppers are on all tables. So it's up to the guest to engage the staff or to self-serve. And in that moment, at that terrace, we get like 80% of the orders, especially when the restaurant gets busier. When the restaurant's slow, when there's like only 2 tables seated, those people will give their order to the staff because the staff can handle it. But as soon as they start getting busy, the customers just know they need to log in and order themselves, or they're not going to get a good experience. So we call this augmented full service. So you have staff who can take orders, and then you have Serv.Vi who can take orders from the guests themselves. And these things together blend in our solution. And that gives a better guest experience. It reduces the cost for a restaurant. It increases your revenue because we're going to turn tables faster. There's going to be consistent upsell. And we're going to capture missed orders. It's going to improve your guest engagement because there's feedback right in the app. So if there are issues with the food or with the environment or whatever, or if they just want to say thank you, they can do that right within the Serv.Vi menu app. And then if you promote your loyalty program and you let customers know that, hey, if you sign up, you're going to get XY, you're going to get a profound increase in engagement because it's just a click of a button for them now. They don't have to tap their email address on a tablet. Their email's ready to share with you on checkout. And the ROI is immediate because we only charge around 1% of order flow collected through the system. That means if nobody orders in Serv.Vi, you put out the table toppers, you don't pay anything. So right now in the Netherlands, it's winter. And so that terrace is closed and they're not paying anything. They won't pay until they start using it again in March. So it allows for seasonality and even at full bore, it costs way less than full-time employment. So the ROI is immediate. Now, the other thing about, if you're going to do augmented full service, you need to give the staff control. So that way you don't get any orders you don't want. So you can sell out of items throughout the day with the one or two clicks right in the app that we give the staff. There are things on the menu that say, ask the server what our selection of sandwiches are, what our selections of drinks are. So you can have a daily special. That again can be controlled by the staff right at the drink station. So they control what items are sold out. They control what items are, changing on a daily basis. And then we also let them see which tables scan the QR code. So the staff know which tables to ignore. Remember, we talked about they're going to take some orders and yet customers are going to also place their own orders. So this blended service is enabled by the app that we give the staff that runs on a tablet. So basically they can see which tables have logged in. And if they see someone seated at table 7, but they look at the tablet and they don't see table 7 active, they go to table 7 and take their order. But if they see, table 3 has got, somebody's at table 3 and they see table 3 has logged in and started adding items to the cart, they can do other things. One of the things that they do is they can prepare the drinks for table 3 while table 3 is putting that order together. They can see that prior to the order coming through. And then one of the latest innovations is busy mode, which is, say a bus stops by and drops a bunch of people off at once and a whole bunch of people get seated at the same time. There's a button they can press. We can alter the menu so that long items that take too long to make or too complicated are gone from the menu. Basically, we can alter the menu so that temporarily, so that the orders they get, they can fulfill at high speed. This is basically gives them the control to allow for automated hands-free order printing. So every order that comes through, they don't have to moderate, they don't have to accept, they don't have to look at it. Serv.Vi's just going to print those orders, just like a good staff would take that order and send it to the kitchen. So, we are not a point of sale system. We work alongside a point of sale system. So a restaurant has their point of sale system, and that's for the staff to take the order and the staff to enter the order. When an order comes through Serv.Vi, it goes through a different channel. It goes through our system and it appears on our tablet, and that tablet prints the tickets in the kitchen or it displays it on a KDS screen in the kitchen. So we provide a dedicated tablet and it connects to any network or Bluetooth printer. And then you can also run this app on your phone. So the managers typically or the staff can actually have this running on their smartphones as well. And you'll see why when you get to the table screen and things like that. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to switch out of the presentation mode and we're going to go to like demo mode here. So what you see on the screen is on the left side is the tablet. There's only one tablet needed for a restaurant. Everyone else is going to use their phone. So this I want to make really clear. I have this photo again. In this photo, customers are using their phones, and all that's on the tables are these little table toppers. They're not tablets on the tables. There's one tablet behind the bar, typically where the point of sale is, where the front of house is preparing drinks and things. And the orders come in and they're displayed and printed. And over here is what the customer might see. And in this particular part of the demo, I have an order for pickup. So this is a counter service. So I have placed order number 3 And if I want to page customer 3, I just slide that over and it will send an SMS to my phone. So I'm getting an SMS message right now. As a matter of fact, I'll slide this over and you can see it's telling me, you know, order number 3 is ready at demo restaurant. So we send the customer an SMS, their screen turns green if they're looking at it, and now they come forward to take a look. The also what we do is we do regular dine-in orders. So if we have so here you can say I'm at table 1. This is my table screen. And if I add something to my cart, this little block is going to turn blue. And it says now there's 1 item in my cart. I'm going to add another item in my cart, and this little number is going to change to 2. So I'm at table 1, I have 2 items. And if I click on this, you can see, the staff can see the 2 items I have in my cart. Table 1, and these 2 sandwiches has items in cart. The order is not complete yet, but you can still peek at what I have in my cart. And as I place my order, I'm on the checkout page, it's going to turn purple. And then once I'm done and I hit okay, now it turns green. So it's a very simple color coding process that the staff understands, that you know, color coded tables are turning from black to green. And then if there's a problem with the order, if the payment is declined, it turns red. So if they can't pay, we tell the staff knows there will be some red squares. For some reason, the card was declined. And here's the order in the list. So I can see table 4 has come in. Because of the way this demo set up, it cannot automatically print. So I'm going to manually accept it. There's no way to demo the printing, but typically we just automatically print. So that is the, you know, the main gist of like the demonstration. A couple things to kind of mention though, is that if I come down here, it's like we do the menu design and data entry for free for every restaurant right now. We don't want to give them more work to do, right? We just say, give us your menus and tell us what your table numbers are. We will produce the QR code table topper artwork, which they can either print locally, or we will produce our 3D printed table toppers. And those run between $5 and $10 per table, depending if they're the small interior ones or the larger terrace ones. And that is just cost. You know, that's just what it costs. The stickers are $4 a set, and the blocks are $6 a base. Then we also provide unlimited menu changes. So if they want to change their menu, just send us your changes, send us your new menu. We're in a WhatsApp group with our restaurant locations. So if there's something more than the control we give them in the staff app, which by the way, let me go back to this demo here and switch screens. So if I go to the menu here, let me show you one of the things we can do. So you can see sold out. I've got some sold out beers here. So I'm just going to restock this Miller Lite. Now the Miller Lite is no longer sold out. Okay. So if I'm looking at a, you know, say we're looking at some burgers and we got the mushroom Swiss burger, I can go here and I can say, well, I'm sold out of the mushroom Swiss burger, and now that's sold out. So it's real fast sellout screen on the staff side. It's real time for every customer phone logged in. We do an update and everyone's menus are instantly updated to the new stock status. So even if I have this item in my cart, so if I put this thing in my cart and I'm looking at it here, and we all of a sudden can't do the chicken burger anymore, it's going to say this item is sold out, and the consumer has to recognize that. They can't, we're not going to just, you know, so they have to click it, and now it's removed from their cart. So they have to alter their order so they understand what's happening. And then I can just instantly restock these things. We can also, as you can see, I can set a quantity. If I want to say I have 3 of these, then it will sell 3 of them and then automatically sell out. So that's part of the control we have. And then also there's the daily items. So we have soup of the day, which is here. And you can see that today's soup is gumbo royale. What's a good soup? Someone give me a soup to change this to.
Minestrone.
Oh, you had to do, oh, gee, okay, someone spell minestrone.
E-S-T-R-O-N-E. There you go. You got it.
Sounded so hard. All right, so as soon as I click away, okay, boom, minestrone. Everyone in every menu is now updated to that. And you know, the tablets are cheap, $100 Android tablet. And so restaurants get two. And what we've seen is the kitchen's got a tablet as well. So they can look at the orders in case they need to reprint one. But they also love to do this. The back of the house goes into the daily screen, sets the daily item. And that's how they tell the front of the house what the daily item is. Because otherwise it's like the rumor mill. They, you know, at the front of the house, they're like, do you know what the thing is today? And they ask each other, and one of them knows, and then the other tells the other. This now they just the front of house staff just start logging into Serv.Vi and look at the tablet and go, oh, I know what it is now, because they need to know too, right? They're also providing service and answering questions. So you have the daily items, you have the quantity, and then we have like the hours screen where you can, you know, close and open all of ordering. Or if you want to set it into busy mode, big button, go to busy mode. We're working on adding that to the demo now. So anyway, with that, so that's pretty much, you know, kind of the grand scheme. And I want to, you know, Howard, does it make sense to open it up for questions?
Sure.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I've got a question.
Yes.
When a change has to be made, the restaurateur can make the change, or they can send you the change to be made. Correct. So let's say in the morning, I own a restaurant and I come in and I find out that all my tomatoes have gone bad overnight. Okay. So everything on the menu that has tomatoes has to be changed, and I send that to you. How long does it take you to do it?
So that's a good question. So if you can't just sell out of the items directly, and you want us to do like a special menu change, we have in the support chat, we will effort to make that change in minutes. Okay, like, so we basically, there's you know, 3 people on rotation, you know, who are in chats with different restaurants around the world, because we're in the Middle East, through Europe and the US. And yeah, so any change like that, our support staff, we just WhatsApp them. And you know, one of the things we find, like, we do holiday menu changes, and we get these holiday menus from the restaurant, and sometimes it just ain't correct. They give us the, you know, what's in their point of sale, and what they printed is messed up, and then they have to come back and, like, you know, so that's where we see a lot of friction. You know, holiday special menus, and it's just an example, when a menu change comes and, like, they just tell us, oh, change this, change that, we do that. What we're going to be rolling out soon is ingredient based sellout. So there'll be a category here where items that customers can't see, and you can basically say, I want to sell out of all the chicken, and all the items with the chicken are sold out. So that will help resolve some of this, like you said, with the tomato thing. That's literally in progress. I'm testing it right now. So that we have control items. You sell out one thing, it sells out multiple other things.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are the startup costs for a restaurant?
Excellent question. The startup costs are like a couple $100, probably for a tablet, and for $100 for a tablet, maybe $200 for the printing and the table toppers. So we've got 20 tables. We're $10 a piece on the terrace is $200, you know, worth of table toppers. We are not charging a setup fee ourselves. We're just looking to remove the barriers to entry and to get restaurants to give this a try. So we'll actually just front the table toppers and a tablet to a restaurant for 30 days if they want to try it. And then it's kind of like, you got to see it to believe it, kind of a thing.
Of course. And then are the restaurants privy to the phone numbers of the people who are using the QR code for future marketing purposes?
At this time, we share emails with the restaurant that choose to opt in. So I'm going to see if I have this on the screen here. If I go to checkout, so there is, let me enable the other payment option. And let me turn on, do I have email and phone? Okay, great. Hold on, everybody. We're going to reload. For demo sake, I wanted to simplify the checkout here, but I've got another, so credit card option. That's my real card. Okay. It
Well,
doesn't.
that's neat. You can
on.
actually watch that now.
Let me take a screenshot.
Provider
of that.
class does not work. Provider. Oh, that's because does not. Wait, I turned on the wrong one.
Yeah.
TokenX authorized.net. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any keys for this one. That's why. Let me turn on. Hold on, I got this one. This is for demo purposes. Okay, one more time. Place the order. Okay, so
Just for the sake of speed, just
yeah,
explain.
I know. So
Yeah.
now, okay, so I got it. Okay, phone number, phone number and email, and there's this checkbox. I have already checked this. So this is unchecked.
Okay.
Customers can check this box. And then of the customers that check that box, that we can produce a spreadsheet that we deliver monthly to the restaurant for the emails. And we can add phone numbers to that as well. Now that there are, restaurants want SMS messaging because it's like people, joining the group that can provide that service. Yeah, we can do that. So they opt in and we'll share it with the restaurant.
Okay, I have one more question and then I won't dominate the question
No,
period.
please.
You mentioned that it was 1%. So
Yeah.
you're charging 1% plus processing fees, right?
Yeah, not including credit card fees. And we work with, multiple payment gateways. So we have some partners that we recommend, but we also work with whatever the restaurant wants to go with.
So if the restaurant currently has a merchant processor, you can set it up with them and you're not
Yeah.
making any additional money on the processing.
Yeah, so sneak peek, you can see a long list of payment gateways here.
Okay.
So you'll see Card Connect, and you'll see authorized.net.
So you'll
And-
just match whatever you'll connect it to whoever there is currently processing their
Yeah.
cards.
And
Okay.
then additionally, we have a third party, we use TokenX to store the guest credit card in a third party credit card vault. So a consumer who orders at one Serv.Vi restaurant and gives us their credit card and then goes to another Serv.Vi restaurant using a different gateway does not have to put their credit card again in.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look on my screen here, there's a just forget bank, but we also they forget credit card button once you put a credit card in. So consumers can nuke their credit card at the bottom of the menu if they don't want it to be there anymore. But a separate from them getting rid of it, we keep it for them. It's tokenized against their phone session. And so there's no accounts. There's just like super cookies, like you are your phone until you change phones. And then as we scale up and grow, we will introduce consumer accounts where they can basically log in with their phone number and keep that credit card related to their phone number across devices. So yeah, we only want to charge about 1%, and then the restaurants get the best deal they can get on their credit card processing.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Any other questions for Sal?
Let me tell you, as far as getting started, we can get a restaurant up and running in probably 1 to 2 weeks. We just got to, get the menu created. It just takes us, we have special tools where we basically can rip down a menu from a PDF and put it into our system. We can do that in just a couple of days. Payment processing, if they've got an authorized.net account, we can just plug in the credentials, or we can underwrite them with our onboarded, our online credit card partners in a couple of days. And then the table toppers just need to be printed and placed. Staff's training is minimal. This is designed to be super intuitive, and for a new employee to be introduced to it with a sentence. Customers place their orders, they show up here and they print. If you sell out of anything, click on the menu and sell out. It's like, it's just because the restaurant world is hectic, right? And then, I remember I was at a restaurant that was using it. They had a new front of house staff who was doing the drinks and everything. And I'm like, and she didn't know about it. So she's thinking I have to go and, work this dining area too. And I'm like, I'm with Serv.Vi. I want to tell you about things. I ain't got time for none of that, she said to me. So she just blew me off.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay. I said, take all the orders you can. Just, enjoy, just do whatever you can. And at the end of the day, at the end of her shift, I'm like, so how'd it go? And she's like, oh my God, this saved me so much time. Like, this is amazing, And the thing is, like, you'll notice this app will return to its home screen. But the home screen can be the table screen, or it can be the pager screen, or it can be the request screen. So the tablet, we can say, well, if you're doing full service, this is the default screen. You're gonna look at the active tables, right? And so at a glance, the staff can see that there are tables, what the table activity is, and do the blended offering. That's what's important to them. What's important to the staff a lot of times is, what tables are active. And so we'll default it to this screen. There are other, if you have a pickup counter, we'll default it to the pager screen. Okay. Which is, one second, I gotta switch it to counter because I reloaded the demo. So the pager screen is the screen that they want to act, but you can have two tablets, one that's got the table screen, one that's got the tablet screen. And in the kitchen, they're gonna want to see the order list, because the kitchen is like, I threw away a ticket, or I stepped on it, or I put it inside of a sandwich. I need to reprint a ticket. And so they want this screen so they can easily reprint the ticket. So each tablet where it's deployed will have a different task to help the staff do what they need to do with one less click.
So John, Salvador, I got to ask one question.
Yes.
Yeah. So in other words, we don't design the menus. You design the menus, or we have our own menu, and you send that out, or you mark that out?
We typically, to date, because we're transferring from physical to digital, we take your printed menus, how they look, and we try to match them in Serv.Vi. So if you give us a design that you have, colors, branding, things, we'll do the work of building this menu to your satisfaction.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
And that's really like, when we did this for Fuddruckers and Chili's, it took us 6 months to expand the styling capabilities so that we can handle what Chili's threw at us. And now everybody gets the benefit from the fact that we can change the, little subtle things so we don't want to harm usability. This was like me and my UX designer, but we find little cues, like the separators can be different colors. The names of the items can be a highlight color, right? These are the same listings. If you look at the Charborough Burger list, you look here, it's the same data structure. It's just branded differently.
All right, any other questions for Sal?
Sal, can this be used for takeout as well, or is it just in restaurant?
It definitely can be used for takeout as well. So it's anytime the customer's dealing with a location. So we can do order ahead takeout, where they pick a time and a day that they want to pick up, and then that has on the order, it prints the time that the order is due. It also, in that moment, we show the staff on the screen the phone number of the guest in case they need to call them and say there's something up with the order. And then we also do delivery orders if the restaurant will deliver. We don't have delivery service, but we can do we can take an order off of a link. So every venue gets their own Serv.Vi link, like a Twitter handle. So I can go to so Serv.Vi, when it loads, it's just it's just a tool to help you find a venue. And then, I can go in and I can now do takeout. This is the order ahead screen, which this screen is designed to be, just cognitively easy. I pick the day, I pick the time, when it starts off, it's blank like this. And then I pick a day, I pick a time, and I pick the 15-minute section. So all the orders don't kind of fall in at 1 o'clock, right? It's like, it's going to be 1:15, 1:30. Customers naturally kind of randomize when they're going to pick up. And now I can do a takeout later order.
Okay. All right, Sal.
That was my next question, Sal. So you have like a landing page where they can see all the restaurants you serve through the Serv.Vi app and kind of vary where they want to eat?
Well, the Serv.Vi, we have, yes, but mainly restaurants are just going to link right to their own URL. So you can see this is Serv.Vi/demo USA. Like, we're just now launching Dulce in Orlando. So Dulce has their own landing page. So basically, and we are working on styling this page for restaurants. I'm going to show you all the work that's happening right now. The landing page is going to look like this soon. This is a development page. So the restaurant will get a beautiful background image. We'll display the hours, the location, and links to their social. And then consumers can click this QR code to transfer it to their phone. This is coming. So this is as we get more and more takeout and order ahead interest of restaurants, we wanted to make sure if you open it on a desktop, it looks good. And then I don't know if you know you can do this in Chrome, but you can say, hey, Chrome, show me the mobile version of this page. Then it just loses all of that background. This is what the same exact URL on your phone looks like. And if I toggle to desktop, it looks like that. So yeah, we want to give restaurants basically a web page for free.
If you, I'm sure can you stay around a couple of minutes after the meeting for people who have other questions, because I want to get to the intros.
Okay.
And your presentation was terrific. I personally understand what you do now, where I had a lot of question marks before. So I thank you for that great presentation. And
Wonderful.
Again, I want to say hello to Francisco. Can you hear us?
Yes. Now I
good.
can.
Well, welcome.
There he is.
Welcome aboard. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you. We're going to do this quick so we can get everybody out on time.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Francisco Moreno, and I'm here, the founder of Cacao Son Chocolate. We do single origin chocolate and cacao products from Ecuador. So we're a U.S. company based here in Florida, but we are very focused on the sustainability aspect of chocolate and everything that a lot of the customers nowadays care and ask about when it comes to products like chocolate, that we are obviously behind in making sure not only it's fairly traded, but it's directly traded with the cacao farmers. We work in Ecuador and we make a variety of products. We're some parts competing with chocolates in the space, and we feel that it's a very compelling product. We focus both on consumers, so we have a direct-to-consumer strategy, but we also have a very big B2B segment where we're reaching out to all the food service and hospitality industry and offering a great quality product in the different formats they may need, not only for the kitchen, but also for other spaces they may want to offer products like ours.
Okay, how do we reach you?
You can reach me via my email at francisco@cacaozon, that is spelled KAKAOZON.com. Or through our website as well, through our contact us page at www.cacaozon, again, KAKAOZON.com.
Okay, thank you. I want to mention next week we have a cybersecurity specialist coming in to do a presentation that Darren Gull arranged for us. Thank you, Darren. And the following week, Rob Smith from Grubber is going to do his presentation. If you want to do a presentation, let me know and we'll schedule you.
Okay,
so
great.
Let's do our intros now and try to keep it like 30 seconds to a minute, because we're running out of time. So Darren, why don't you start us off?
Okay, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, almost good afternoon. Darren Gull, Tracy.net. Sal, amazing presentation. It's got to be cheaper for people to use Zoo than create a menu and change it regularly. So amazing.
Thank you.
We are a communications consulting and solution provider. What we do is we try to take the aches and pains out of phone and internet services by helping you to find the right solution at the right price within your budget. We're a master agent for all the carriers, so we help you find the right solution. And then in addition to finding the solution, we stay on board and manage your account for as long as you're a customer. So we will help you with, simple changes to the account, different things, so you don't have to call and sit on hold with talking to the carrier. And I know everybody's asking, well, how much does that cost me? Absolutely nothing. We get paid by the carriers. So everything we do for you is just our commitment to you. And we do it because we want to get referrals from our customers. Great lead for us is anybody who has phone or internet services, unsure if they've got the features or functions they need, or concerned they could potentially be overpaying for services. We do a free consultation. It's tracy.net. That's traci.net. You can reach us at 800-881-8899 or via email at sales@tracy.net. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is that Randy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
I'm mobile as usual.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
That's
Randy,
okay. At least we can see you.
yeah, right. I caught up
Right.
to technology a little bit here. Hello, everybody. Randy Pumputis here with Heartland Payroll and HR. Welcome to the new members. Great presentations. Heartland Payroll, Fortune 500 company. I'm responsible for setups of new businesses, partners throughout the United States. We do everything from startup companies to acquisitions and multi-ID locations. I do specialize in the hospitality industry. I am on the restaurant council with three of their programs. Looking forward to going into 2023. Not looking forward to going up to the tundra up in Rochester, New York. Well, I'll be next week, but I will be mobile again, and hope everybody has a great weekend.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, Terry, good morning.
Hi, good. Terry, today's restaurant news. Great presentation. I'm sorry, I had one question that I really wanted to ask, and I think it's super important. I wanted to know, Sal, like for holidays, like for Valentine's Day, can they change that up to be where they put the higher ticket items up?
Yeah, so we also have featured items that we
Okay.
can, and then yeah,
I
there's a
thought that would be a
schedule.
way for
Yeah,
better revenue on the holidays, on the fancy days, you know what I mean? Okay,
right.
that's what I needed to know. Very important. Okay, I handle the leads report with the crew. We gather leads a month of who's coming in where in Florida and in Georgia. The Georgia reports, we've now started adding Alabama. So you're going to get some of those as well, as requested by our second group. That was at 9 o'clock. So we do add those in. We give you the email addresses, phone numbers about when they're opening, stage of where they're at in the building process, who the owner is. And if you want a sample, just email me, terry@trnusa.com. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Rob Smith, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Rob Smith, and I obviously solve the labor shortage for small to mid-sized quick service restaurants by replacing human cashiers with the self-ordering kiosk you see behind me. I will cut it real short because I know you cut short on time. So I can be reached at 561-609-6405 or rSmith@touchsuite.com.
Okay, thank you. Terry Lena.
Good afternoon. Terry Lena, Workwear Outfitters. We manufacture workwear apparel under the Dickies and Red Cap brand. We manufacture everything from an apron to front of the house, back of the house. You can reach me at 720-244-4972 or terry.lena@wwof.com. Thank you.
Okay. Francisco, I will be sending everybody a spreadsheet with everybody's contact information so that you know at the end of the meeting. The dynamic duo, Chris and
Hey,
John.
and John Mulholland, Strategic Supply Chain Partners. We function as a outsourced purchasing department for our clients in the small to mid-market segment of the restaurant industry. Typically save between 18 and 15% by renegotiating distribution and supplier contracts, as well as negotiating manufacturer direct deviated pricing. We've got a fantastic referral program, 985-778-1525 if you want to chat. Everybody have a great weekend. Thanks.
John, anything else?
We save you money on your food cost.
You got, can you, do you have an opportunity to work with Francisco, perhaps?
Yes, love to.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, right. Definitely. Let's.
Ron Weber, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Tell us who you are.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm Ron Weber. I'm with, I'm sorry, it's been a hectic morning. Love the Serv.Vi presentation. I caught about 3/4 of it. Looks like a wonderful product. Anyways, in respect for time, I represent Silver Saver. It's a device that goes over round 32 and 44 garbage cans using metal detection technology to help restaurants save money by avoiding their staff throwing away their silverware. My number I can be reached at is 630-596-6527, ron.weber@mindlab.com.
Okay, Jeff Kranz, good morning.
Co-card payment systems. I'm in the credit card business, electronic transactions, any type of transaction that communicates with banks. We've been in business for 25 years, and we set up everybody to accept credit cards. Mostly restaurants, but a lot of retail stores. Thank you.
Okay, Rob Gottesman, who is not a vendor, he's a restaurateur.
Yeah, hi, Rob Gottesman. Delicious Spoonfuls. My Helen's not feeling well today. She's recuperating in bed. Anyway, Delicious Spoonfuls is a nonprofit. We do events, corporate parties. We have an ice cream cart, soon to be a permanent vendor at KC Central, Kosher Central, which will be in Boynton Beach. They're taking over a 30,000 square foot Publix there. And we employ people with disabilities. And you want to contact me, 561-676-2075. Helen is 561-676-2078. We will have our bento box new website up very, very soon. And we'll let you know when that takes place.
Talk to Francisco. We could supply you with chocolate for your cards. Rochelle, you want to say anything else? Rochelle, you want to say anything after the presentation by Sal?
Well, I want to say that Serv.Vi is the most awesome new product on the market for restaurants that are having difficulty with staffing issues and want to increase their profitability. Every time Sal does a presentation, I learn more about the product, and it just astounds me how simple it is and yet how thorough it is. The features are just they're just life-changing for restaurant owners who are struggling out there in the market these days. I mean, every time we talk to somebody, they're having staffing issues. So it's just a beautiful opportunity for, restaurant owners. Also, the one thing that I saw that needed to be mentioned is the menu can be changed from lunch to dinner. So also, that's another feature that, he just, didn't mention, is that the menu can be changed daily from time, lunch would be noon to 2 or whatever. And then you switch over and dinner is from 5 to 8. You can have
on
a
an
different
auto schedule automatically. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
automatically.
he did mention that. He did.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yes, I thought that was terrific. That's unbelievable. That whole presentation blew me away.
And the problem, with us explaining that product is where it's difficult. We can't do it without a demonstration.
Right. I mean, that alone was crazy.
So in our challenge is getting in front of people to be able to get that 15-20 minutes that it took for him to share the extensiveness and the awesomeness of this product.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Thank you.
It's very exciting.
Oh, all right.
I know some restaurants, believe me. Gonna be doing some talking.
I want to double back to a new member to see if they want to add anything to their intro. Mike Sinatra, you want to add something?
I really don't have much to add. This is a great first time meeting everybody and really understanding and seeing what this group has to offer for everybody as far as networking is concerned. I look forward to the next one and, kind of going from there.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Make sure that his info is in the
I have all of it.
chat.
I have all of it. He is a member, so he.
I need
Francisco, anything you wanted to add on?
I guess, really just anything chocolate or any cocoa or cacao related question, feel free to ask me. I know it's not a common topic. Most people don't know a lot about it in the sense of when it comes to the deafness, that how much you can go into it, aside from people loving chocolate. As I always say, there's nothing better than a friend other than a friend with chocolate. So count me as a friend with chocolate. All right.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Pam, are you still there? Pam Hewitt, you're on mute.
Pamela?
All right, well, in any event, I thank you all for coming. For those of you who are new, we welcome you next week. Again, we have a special guest speaker next week. So, wait, yeah, I'm sorry, I got everybody, right? Yeah, okay. So again, next week we have a special cybersecurity specialist coming in, and wish you all a happy weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.